Veterans, if you are worried about getting out of the military and failing classes while using your GI Bill, stick around for these 5 steps in order to prevent yourself from ever failing a college class. As I wrap up my 3rd degree using veteran benefits, I have compiled my biggest lessons in academics to help ensure that you pass every class you take and you don't have to learn the hard way. First, there are 4 ways I want to illustrate the importance of not failing a class while using the GI Bill. Number 1, as soon as you start failing classes using your GI Bill, the likelihood of you running out of GI Bill eligibility before you actually graduate increases significantly. This means you're gonna have to take out student loans or go get a job or do some other kind of crazy things to make sure that you can actually graduate your degree. But if you run out of GI Bill benefits, it's gonna put you in a difficult spot. Number 2, failing classes and getting your cumulative GPA below a 2.0 may result in the VA putting you on an academic probation list where they limit your GI Bill use. Number 3, while being in college may be an awesome way to delay some responsibility, have some fun, and get some kind of education, continuously delaying that earning potential could cause you significant problems in the future, financially and professionally. So the sooner you're able to graduate, complete that degree, the sooner you can get out into the real world, start making money, and developing your professional career. 4, I can't stress this enough. You have to think about the GI Bill as money in your pockets. And if you fail classes, you are quite literally flushing that money down the drain. So you want to make sure that every GI Bill dollar counts towards your education and you are on track to maximize that benefit. Now that we know how important it is to actually pass all these classes and use your GI Bill to its max potential, let's discuss the 5 ways that you can prevent yourself from ever failing a college class. Number 1 is to be realistic with your course load. Many of us get out of the military thinking we are ready to take on the world. We're ready, we have this discipline, and we can knock these classes out of the park. This isn't always the case. Many of us joined the military in the first place because maybe we weren't great students or we didn't like studying the traditional sense. And so we often, myself included, we are overly eager to get into school, crank out credits, crank out classes in order to graduate sooner. But then we end up with a heavier workload than we expected, and our grades start slipping. So that's why I want to encourage you to just take a full-time load, especially the first semester, as you get your feet under you and you learn how to be a student again. Don't take a 2x full-time load where you are suffering and hating life and struggling to keep up your grades. Number 2, find your study group. This is super important, I believe, to everybody's success. The same way you had battle buddies in the military, you should have study partners or battle buddies in academics. Find 3, 4, maybe even 5 people that have the same academic or professional goals as you and stick with them as you go. You're going to have to take a lot of the same classes. And so if you're working together, studying together in one class, and you find out that this group, this core group really works for you, and you're going to take future classes together, stick with them, create a habit of doing homework together, doing assignments together, studying together. And when it comes time to sign up for next semester's classes, you all come together and pick classes together. So you can repeat this cycle every semester. In addition to this, having a good study group allows you to teach things, which only increases your understanding, but also gives you people in a close network that could potentially teach you things that you're struggling with. So it's really a win-win for everybody when everybody is committed to learning the material and working for success. Number 3, stick to a routine. I truly believe that nobody can be successful without some kind of routine. Waking up in the morning and going to bed at the same time is going to offer you a better sleep. You're going to be more well rested, and therefore you're going to have better focus and willpower when it comes to studying, paying attention in class, and doing the work and doing it well. Building into your routine time for leisure activity and fun is also critical. If you have this open schedule where you say, I'm going to study around my leisure, then you either will never study or you'll always have this option and this FOMO in your head if you are studying on a Saturday instead of hanging out with your friends. However, if you say, I'm studying 6 days a week, this is my schedule, regardless of what's going on, there's less FOMO. You've built it in. You had expectations to study and to not hang out. So if you say Sundays are my hangout days, I'm here to have fun, I'm here to hang out with my friends, then every other day after that is studying and working, then you're not going to run into the problem where you have conflicting interests. You have a routine that you're sticking to, you're disciplined, and no longer are you going to be struggling with that FOMO and thinking, I should not study for this test and I should go surfing or go to the bars or whatever your vice might be. Number 4, use office hours. Office hours are a tremendous opportunity to build a relationship with your instructor. Having a good relationship with your instructor and showing that you are committed to learning the material and putting in the work is going to put them in a position where they are going to give you the benefit of the doubt when grading. If they think you're slacking off and they don't really have a relationship with you and haven't built any respect towards your efforts, then if there's something where they can give you a leeway or not give you leeway, chances are they're not going to give you any leeway. However, if you've built that relationship, you show them that you're working on this material and really trying to understand it. If there is an opportunity to give the benefit of the doubt, you're more likely to get the benefit of the doubt. In addition to the benefit of the doubt, building that relationship provides a library of academic professors who are more willing and able, because they know you, to write references, whether it be for jobs or academics or grad school, whatever it may be. There are opportunities later on that you will need references for. So going to office hours and building that relationship is going to provide opportunity for well-written references in the future. Number 5, lastly, and most importantly, never fall behind on your homework or assignments. Throughout my academics, I always lived by the mantra that it is better to submit subpar work than it is to submit late work. Typically, you are automatically going to lose 10% of your grade just by submitting late work. It could have been perfect, and you're going to end up with a 90. Chances are, if it's late, it's probably not going to be perfect. So now you're looking at 80, 70, whatever it might be. And so I always lived by the mantra that if I'm going to do work, then there's a due date. I don't really care where the work's at on the due date. Obviously, I'm going to do my best to make it done and complete, but I would rather have partial work or subpar work submitted on time than to submit anything late. If you have the mentality that you are willing to submit work after the due date, then chances are you're doing that in every single class. And so now you have this snowball effect of all of this work that is late, and you're okay with it being late because it's not quite done. And so you're trying to finish this work while at the same time, these new assignments are compounding on this. And so once you start falling behind, it is super difficult to catch up and bring your grade back up. Now, that's it. I really hope you guys took something away from this video. This is after like stinking 7 years in school. And so these are my lessons for academics and something that has allowed me to never fail a class and to get all my degrees done within like a 3.7 or higher. So hopefully this is something that you guys can use as you're going into college or already in college. And I know it sucks. It's not easy. It's not fun, but it's part of the process sometimes. So hopefully that is helpful to you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.